let's make sure we put our troll setting on here real quick, because we don't want those people to visit us, right? Oh my goodness. Alrighty, there we go. Right, Willie? Oh my God, it's crazy. Actually, I was kind of surprised that it was kind of quiet this past weekend. I would have thought it would have been kind of crazy over there, with the holiday, but it was fairly quiet. And of course, now it's gotten hot enough where I have to keep the windows closed so we don't hear the steady whap right now. Although, well, I will say that we did have quite a bit of noise. Sorry, I'm just opening these minis real quick. We did have quite a bit of noise from the volleyball court. We have over this way, we have a sand volleyball court and a basketball court along with the tennis courts and the pickleball courts. And then further down is the playground for the little kids. So it's my understanding that we have an Airbnb now in the neighborhood. And people rent it apparently to have pool parties. Which, yeah, you can rent an Airbnb, but you can't have these big old graduation parties there, It is a violation, but, I just said, well, whatever. I have more important things to do, and as long as they weren't going on all night, I was like, whatever. So, you know what I mean? I don't want to be that person. I can be, but yes, those are the kitchen pot lights up there. Thank you, Felicia. It's so pretty out today. So welcome, everybody. So I hope everybody's having a good day. The weather is really nice here now, finally, for a change. Although I think other parts of the country are not having such good luck, right? So, but it has been a week. Some of y'all know we put poor Jack down. He just was not getting any better, and we just decided he was suffering. So I got word right before the show from the vet that his remains are ready. So I have to pick those up tonight. It was her decision. I had took him in to the vet because I thought maybe he had a dental problem because he wasn't really, there was this weird grinding noise when he was eating. So I thought maybe there's a tooth issue on top of everything else. But it was not. She said because his kidney levels were so bad, which she said she had never seen one with such bad levels. She couldn't believe he was still alive. But she thought he had ulcers in his mouth or throat, and that was why he wasn't eating. Now, the practice that we visit has multiple offices. So this was basically the third vet at the practice that had seen him. And you know, Arva is really good about not telling you what to do. They give you your options. But this one was like, you know, she really pressed that he was suffering. But I did not want to do that without Jessica having an opportunity to say goodbye. So I did bring him home. And a couple of days later, she did come down and said, it's time. So I think that was better. That she had a say in things. I mean, they got really close. He was always up in her room, always snuggling with her. So, yeah. You know, and he had lost more weight. I mean, he was like 8.5 pounds, but when I took him in this past visit, he was down to 5.5 pounds. So we just started spoiling him. We started giving him whatever food he wanted because I knew there was no point in that special diet food that they were putting him on that he absolutely hated. So, but yes, he is better. My poor little Ollie, though, I think is lonely. He's my last cat, an orange tabby. He's an older cat, but he's doing really well. He's like 18 pounds. He's a big boy, but I think he's lonely. So I don't know. We may look into getting him a little friend. I don't know. Jury's still out on all of that, so we shall see. Anyway, so let's get into what we're going to do today. So, I know we're having the mini sale this weekend. However, my weekends are kind of reserved. So I thought I would just bring a few little items to complement that. Some little, I call them doodad shelves, and a couple of other little small doodads, but always also some things for Father's Day. Father's Day is coming up. So, oh, good. I'm glad, Kim. Yeah, I fell in love with that set. I really love that style because it also gives me some like Greek vibes, you know. But yeah, I thought that was a really pretty set. I'm glad you got that. All right, so let's start off with the little house doodad shelf. Doodads. So, anyway, so we have this little house trinket shelf, so you can put all your little minis in there, like the little kitties or something, you know, something a little small in here. It does have the hangers already mounted on it, so it's in really good shape. I didn't see any damage whatsoever to this. And I like to do different sizes. Hey, Amy. I like to do different sizes on my walls with these. So this one is going to start at 24. And we're going to start the auction for this little house doodad shelf. But these are getting really hard to find these days, I have noticed. I used to see Curio shelves all over the place, but lately they are getting fewer and fewer. So thank you for your consideration on that. And these will move to the buy it now as well. Then I also had Yeah, I know. That's it. I don't do weekend shows typically because there's just usually other things going on around here. Plus, it was my oldest daughter's birthday yesterday, and she was sick over the weekend. So I think I'm going to have the baby this weekend. Let her do something. But next up, I have this little. It's by Carousel Unlimited, made in Kabul, Missouri. But it is a little. But that's for her birthday, Willie. Her birthday's not until July. So, but I need to get it all cleaned up. Her house, because that house is dirty. So, but this is a little trinket shelf made out of vintage rulers. I still have the original maker mark there, but isn't that a great idea if you have vintage rulers laying around? So you can either do it vertical or you can do it horizontal. I have one that is probably about 4 times this size that I'm trying to decide where I'm going to put it. So we're going to start this one for $12, and it is running now, but it's in really good shape. I thought that was really, really cute. And another thing that was in some of my bins that I forgot I even had. Alrighty, this is coming to you, Felicia. Sometimes when I come across the stuff, I'm just like, oh, I might want to keep that. But then I'm like, no. Because I'm like, it's been sitting in that box forever. So clearly, you don't need it. All right. This next one, I have had this for a while. And I like I said, I am trying to be very methodical. Well, Lisa, I have that one that is about 4 times that size. And I'm trying to decide where in my house it's going to go. Because I'm like, shipping that, I think, would be a royal pain. So I have the opposite issue here, Felicia. I don't have a wall space. Most of this house is open concept, so there are not many walls that aren't already filled. I have up here, which I have my pig head, but I have my granddad's 2-man saw that I want to get mounted up there. And then I have like my huge lucite rooster up there. Hey, Miss Pam. So I know my mom was like, why do you have a pig up there? I'm like, why not? Why not? All right. All right. The next thing I have is this is a Curtis candy display, and it is all made out of the clear red plastic. But I thought you could just put it on its side, and it would be a really cute little doodad tray. I mean, you could put it, face down and store things in it. That's how it probably was originally done on the counters. But I just thought, well, reimagine things, just reimagine it. It'd be really pretty if you collect vintage advertisement. There are not many of these products from this company on the market. In fact, I had to go search way back and worth point to even find one of these because I didn't know what this company was. But it turns out it was used for candy displays. So we are going to start this for 28. There are no cracks anywhere on this tray. So it's in really good condition. So I'm going to start that. I thought it's really pretty. And it's really great. Yeah, great for patriotic display, coming up. Like I said, it fits really nice if you have a shelf unit, just put it in there. Or you could put, you could glue some of those hangers, to the back if you wanted. But I have had that for a while. I kept looking at it, and I was like, oh, why did I never think about using it as a doodad tray? So that's what I would do with it. Alrighty. So we do have a pre-bid on something, so I want to make sure we do that. Thank you for looking. Like I said, everything will move over to the buy it now. So I have these two Syracuse Econo, they're called Econo Trim Butter Pats. So they're this yummy, creamy beige with the green border on them. You can see the back. There are no chips or cracks to these. I don't even see like any crazing to them. So I have two of these, and they are going to run starting at $12. So yeah, I thought these were really cute. Right. Yep. They do. They definitely do. I've even seen people use them as tea bag holders. All righty. This is coming to you, Joba. Thank you very much. Jess and I have been going down the rabbit hole on so many things, repurposing things. I saw a deal today where someone took mismatched clip-on earrings and they did combos of some dangles, some gold, some faux pearls and all, and they clipped them to the bottom of one of those little small lampshades. It was the cutest thing ever. I was just like, that's what you can do with all of those things, because my daughter had asked me at one point, she was like, oh, we should just cut all these and do crafts and stuff with them. I said, yeah, some, but then others, look at what they're doing. They're repurposing them into some really, really cute things. So, alrighty. So when I was gathering everything up, for this sale, I came across these in a little baggie, and I was just like, I didn't even realize they were just thrown in the little baggie, and I didn't pay any attention to them. But this is going to be a choice of these little Italy pillboxes. So on the back, you can see the little Italy mark. So this one is a little micro mosaic on it. So I just want you to take a good look at that one. And we'll open them up. Now, it could be, I'm not 100% sure if there's a tile missing, because if you look all throughout, they're all with just that single triangle. So I'm thinking it's not missing because it's all the same. But we have that one. And then we have this one, which I don't know. It could be a malachite stone. I'm not sure. But You have the inside. But these are really cute. They're in good condition. So we're going to start these at 18. It is going to be buyer's choice. Right. I had these they were just thrown in a bag with a bunch of pill boxes. And I'm like, how did I not see that? That's what happens when I get down there sorting. I'm just like, ugh. Over here. All righty. Felicia, which one would you like? All righty. That one. Now, does anyone want this one run? If not, I will probably just move it to the buy it now. Yeah, exactly, Felicia. I'm like, who, you know, who uses them as a pillbox? I think that's kind of an interesting thought. Oh. I mean, to me, that's some fancy pills. All right. Need to. And I do refund any shipping overages as well, but this should fit nicely in your boxes. Okay. And that one. And we're going to start the auction on that one. Ah, it is so pretty. Really, really pretty. I love that color. All righty. Thank you very much, Felicia. That is coming to you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, all righty. Then I also found in that same, yeah, I will. Like I said, I'm starting to go through some of these older boxes. And I was just like, I don't know what I was thinking. I put those, they were in the bin for junk jars. I was like, what was I thinking? All right. So next up, this is going to be a buyer's choice for these little brass pillboxes. So the first one is this one with the little eyeglasses. Right? With the little clear rhinestones. But this one was for contacts. Now, I don't know whose contacts are that small. You know, there's no way. But, you know, if you wanted, you could take this little insert out. It's got a little mirror as well on here. But I just thought that was a little cute display. Oh, yeah, true. Does anybody wear hard lenses anymore? Then we have this one with the amber. Here's the inside of it. And then we have the little, what do you call him? Geez, why am I drawing a blank? Little spaniel, little cocker spaniel. face. I don't know why I drew a blank on that. My mom had a little Cocker Spaniel for years. And then here's the inside of it. But I just thought these were really cute. They look really nice, you know, on a vanity. And these are going to start $8 choice. Yeah, my cousin's son has a dog. I can't remember what he's called, but he's in like the King Charles Spaniel family, but he is a like a chocolate color, and they use him for hunting. And he is stunning, but I've never heard of this breed. I can't remember for the life of me what he was. He was absolutely stunning. So I think what these may do is they may move into, I've been toying around with a more of like a vanity junk jar. So that may go to that. So, all right. Next up is something a little unusual. It's going to be more of a Father's Day. And it is going to be this salesman sample of a crowbar. Now, there's very little, you know, it was a tool. So there's a little bit of some patina to it. But it would say right on here, your advertising sign place here. So this is just like a little, yeah, I know. Yeah, he was a super smart, but I was just like, he's too pretty to be running in the woods. Are you kidding me? And then I was like, you can brush that dog after he's been in the woods? So anyway, I thought I would bring this because, you know, if you have someone in your family that likes vintage advertisement, it's a great little item. And I think you could probably fashion like a wire loop, I think, and then you could use it as a hanger on something, you know, if you wanted it. So I thought I would bring it. We're going to start it at 16 for this salesman sample crowbar. It's a little unusual, but, you know, hey, what the heck, you know, or if you're a woman and you want some tools. All right, so that will move over to the bites now. All right, then we also have this men's toiletry kit. So it comes in this little zipped pouch. Zipper is still in really good condition. And I was looking, so I cannot say for sure, but some of these kits had like the leather maker mark on them, but this one I don't see the tag, so I cannot say for sure if the case is out of the leather. But we have pretty much all but one tool is missing. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was a comb or something, but you have your little lint brush, you have your toothbrush holder, this is the razor holder, you have a little bottle that held the liquid. This one is, I'm thinking like the shoe brush, and then I'm not sure, actually I got those backwards. This one is the razor container. And then this one is a little brush. And I don't know what you would have put in this one, but none of these are cracked, which is amazing because it is that celluloid. I was looking, this is, let's see, what does that say? I don't even know what that says. Maybe it's the brand. It's kind of hard to, it's really, really hard to see on there. But this is great for, you know, a little bathroom display. So we're going to start that at 14 for the men's toiletry kit. It's in really good shape. So, but yeah, I just thought, well, it's Father's Day coming up. they're my UFO friends, Amy. They're like my visitors, you know. You need to be nice to them, Amy. You know, you thought Area 51 was just in Nevada, right? Well, apparently we have one in Omaha. Oh my goodness. Myself up. All right. Next up, we're going to do this Done Right Duraglass Amber humidor and a pipe. So here you have the brand. So it's in really good condition. And then we have this little briar pipe from Italy. So, and I do believe this possibly could be sterling. I haven't tested it, but you do have a hallmark on the pipe. And then you do have the Italy marking as well on here. So this is in good condition. So I thought I would just pair it, you know, with the humidor. My dad used to have a pipe collection, and then Katrina came along and wiped them all out. So we're going to start this at 28. Now, that is a really good price. If you price comp these individually, that is a excellent price on these. So we're going to start that. These, some of these pipes, you know, if you get a collector, are quite sought after. But again, they have been sitting down in the basement, and I was just like, I don't know, you know, diddly squat about pipes. But I did look these up, and I was like, huh, those have been sitting around for a minute. Why? So these, again, we'll be moving over to the buy it now because it is the right time of year for those to get listed. So next up, we're going to do a buyer's choice of vintage ashtrays. And we're going to start these at $12. So the first one I have is Riviera Hotel from Vegas. no chips, no cracks on this one. The next choice is going to be this little amber Best Western ashtray. No chips, no cracks on it. And you have the USA marking on it. And then I don't know what company this one was made for. This is a Czechoslovakian porcelain, but I'm not sure whose logo that was. But you have your Czech mark on the back. So we're going to start these, like I said, at $12 for your choice of vintage ashtray. So, you know, some men like to collect these, and you can use these for anything. You know, they use them for paint trays. They use them alongside the sink for putting your rings in. You know, you don't have to use them as your ashtray. And I think I saw somebody use the crystal ones as a holder for their plants, like the drip tray. And I was like, that's a fancy drip tray, you know? So always looking for ways to repurpose. Right? I know, because they were showing like that perfect lip there to hold your paintbrushes. So, yeah, so we have that. All right. Next up, let's do a little mini. Let me find, let's see. We will do this. So, I have this, I guess it's a child's set, but it has the Butterbell, no chips or cracks to it. This is by AA Imports out of Korea. So we have that. And then I have two little matching cups. So, and again, you have your AA Imports. The only thing that was wrong with this set was this handle does have a chip in it. So I thought I would just put them all together. It's all the same pattern. So essentially you're getting the cups free, basically, because these little child's Butterbells are a little harder to find. Kind of almost reminds me of a sample size, but I do think they were a child's set from what I've researched, although I can't imagine giving that to a child. I don't understand breakables in children. So we're going to start this AA Imports Korea miniature child Butterbell and cups for $20 and is running now. Yeah, I have seen people doing like the ceramic ashtrays up on the wall. And I think that's a great way to display, you know, things, not just on flat surfaces, because, you know, there's only so many flat surfaces that you have. But that idea for the plants with the crystal ones has got me to where I want to start looking for those, because I'm like, that's fancy, you know. And it's so much prettier than those plastic drip trays, right? So, alrighty. Next up, I have this set of Hagen Renaker Siamese kitties. So we have two. We have one that's getting ready to smack you. And then we have the stalker. going to start the Siamese Hagen Reneker. And fun fact, my dad, when my mom and dad first got together, my dad had 2 male Siamese cats, and they hated my mother. She was like, that's okay, we don't like them either. So we're going to start these at 24 for this pair of Siamese Hagen Reneker. Interestingly enough, when I was researching, it seems like these Siamese cats go a little higher with the Hagen Reneker figurines, which I thought was kind of interesting. You know, I don't think the elephants get the respect they need. All right. He doesn't. Oh, that's funny. I mean, my orange cat Ollie. He talks back. We have a conversation all the time. He's chatty. We're gonna move to stage. I have this little pair of miniature black and white cats with the pink bows. Yeah, I thought Siamese were talkers. Now, I don't know who made these. I don't know if they were hand-painted ceramic. I don't think so. I don't think these were like a hobbyist piece because the eyes are too well done. But so you have this one with her ball, and then you have this one. And I think the way it was supposed to be displayed was like, it was like they're playing with this ball. So really interesting. So we're going to start this set at $8 for this pair of black and white little miniature kitties with bows. That is so funny. So, yeah. Poor Jack. He would, when I'd be in the kitchen, he would come up to me and he would rub on my leg. But then what he would do is he would put his head down and he would just kind of roll. So, you know, every cat has their own little unique personality. But we always thought that was so funny how he'd just rub on you and then he'd just do this little cartwheel and lay there for you to pet him. All right. And then the last miniature, well, no, it's not the last one. The last set of cats I have are going to be this trio of bone china Japan cats. So these are black and white. So you have the one that's sitting, no chips or cracks to him. You have this one who's just like, you know, hey, what? You want to pet me? Or you want to feed me? And then you have the one that's laying down that can't be bothered. So they have all 3 bone china black and white kitties starting at 14. So I'm going to start those. So I thought they were cute. I've never had a black and white cat. I've had a black cat. I've had 2 black cats before. And the first black cat we ever had, she would even go outside in Texas, but she never, ever jumped the fence. She would never try to get out the yard, which I thought was very unusual. And she would never get on the counters. Never, ever got on the counters. And then we had another little black cat who was just teeny, 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 tiny. she was really good. She, pretty much kept to herself. And then, of course, we have Jack Jack and Ollie. So, but they all have their own little unique personalities to them. All right. Next up, I'm going to run these other pipes that I have. So I'm going to run this one. Let's see. Let me find it quick. So this one is a Royal Duke Dr. Grabo. But look at this. Look at the hand carving. You got the silver band around it. It is so pretty. And here is its stamping on it as well. This one is imported. I believe this one is imported from the UK. Yep. So this one is going to start at $20 or $16. I'm sorry, what I was looking at, but I just thought it was really pretty. If you have anybody in your family that collects pipes, aw, that's crazy. I didn't realize. Ollie, I think, is 17 now. Because I got him and Kiki at the same time, and Kiki I had to put down last year. But Ollie's he's still growing really strong. He still gets into trouble. He's my one that opens the cabinets and the drawers, and I had to childproof my house for him. All right. The last pipe that I have is called Blumfield's Best. And from what I researched, when they have that best on them, that is supposed to be the premium marker as far as pipes go. But look how pretty that wood is. It's called briarwood. I never heard of briarwood, but this one's kind of cool because you can actually set it down. So like if you have any kind of like manly display, it would be really pretty in like a man cave display. So this one is going to start at 28. You do have also the marking here, but it's in really good shape. There's no cracks or anything to it. So we're going to start that one now for this Blumfield's Best Briar's Pipe. I did not test it. I do not know for sure. I meant to test it, but I did not have time to test it. But it did remind me kind of the butterscotch, So yeah, when I pulled it out of the bag, I think all these pipes came from one collector. I was just like, I wonder. And then I got distracted, and didn't get a chance to look at it. But I will test that before I get it listed. All right, next up, I have, like I said, everything will go over to the buy it now as well. Next up, I have Choice. Hey, Karen. So we have these, you have a choice of either these two little ceramic mice, they're itty bitty. So we have two of those, or you have a choice of these little Hong Kong plastic ducks. Aren't they cute? So we're going to see if I can balance these without dropping them. So, and see, there we go. So we're going to start that. We're going to start at $6. Aren't they cute? So which one is Amy interested in? I wonder. I wonder. Alrighty, Amy, which one would you like? Uh-huh, you got it. You got it. And they do have like their little Hong Kong mark on them. Alrighty, those are coming to you, Amy. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. My last item is something that I had originally gotten as a gift for someone. But said person is no longer in my favor. Oh, okay. All right. Let me run those. So, let's see. Okay. Oops. Whoop. Don't knock over the glass. Six, and that is going to be. All right, we're going to start the little mice. They're so cute. I thought they were adorable. They just look like they're getting into some trouble, some little mischief. And they're perfect for like a little, right? I was going to say they make a perfect size to go in assemblages. Thank you, Amy. Those are coming to you. All right, so like I said, this person is no longer on my favorites list. So, but I thought I would offer us here first for anybody. Yeah, he's I call him Jackwad now. That's my label for it. Anyway, so this is I didn't even spell barrel right. Look at that. Lord help me. But this is a vintage oak barrel piece of wood that has been repurposed into a cigar and whiskey holder. So if you have anybody in your family that enjoys a cigar, this would make a nice little Father's Day gift. Or it could be a woman. I know some women smoke cigars, so we are gender neutral here. So, but it's a really pretty set. It's very nice quality. I can tell you it's very heavy set. So I am a huge fan. I have a barrel tabletop downstairs. It's been made from pieces of wine barrels that I absolutely refuse to give up. I am determined to put some legs on it at some point. So we're going to start this at $20. And it is a beautiful piece. So I love when people repurpose things, you know, no waste. That is my perfect world. Alrighty, Amy, that is coming to you. And I am a sucker. I don't know about you, but I love barnwood, any kind of like old wood, because it tells a story. You know, my husband was just like, all right, we're cleaning out, get rid of that. And I'm like, that ain't going nowhere. That is mine. But anywho, I hope you enjoyed today, right? The stories it could tell, right? So I think maybe next week we'll do fill a junk jar, maybe. Let's just see. So that's kind of what I got on my radar is right now to do that. But I think Enamor Amy is in the house. So we are going to raid into her if she is on yet. Is she on yet? Let me check to see if she is on yet. She should be on. So, okay, she's not on yet. All right, let me show you what I just cleaned last night. Enjoy the view. I don't think anybody's playing football right now, but you know, I've been sorting through all of my linens, and I just washed them, but I have to press them still. Look what I found. Look at that. Look at those. Perfect for the 4th of July coming up. So, yeah. So, I'm going through, starting to get ready all of my patriotic stuff. So, and I actually have two 35-gallon totes. Okay, all right, I can do that. I have two 35-gallon totes full of just pillowcases. And I also have pillowcases like for, like if you do the embroidery work where the pattern's already on them. So I think at one point somebody was looking for those, so I need to put those up. Thank you, Karen. I hope you have a good day. But yeah, I have like Mr. and Mrs. So I was like, I may put together like some like wedding bundles and stuff. So, but yeah, at some point we're going to have to go through those linens because I think we filled 10 35-gallon tubs full of linens. Went through and sorted like all the dish towels out, the days of the week dish towels, tablecloths, napkins, pillowcases, scarves, hanky. Yeah, crazy. I had been putting it off. And I was like, okay, we're going to at least start sorting to where I know where all the aprons are. I know where all the tablecloths and all that stuff, you know, because it makes it a little easier than when you're pulling stuff for sales. All righty, guys. So we are going to raid into Amy. And like I said, next week, I believe we'll do fill a junk jar. Everything that didn't sell today will get moved over to the buy it now. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye now.